Good morning, everybody. So, just finished my second class of the day. I accidentally came in a little bit late. I have a meeting today, so we'll see how that kind of fans out a little bit. Sorry, they're very noisy today. And so, we'll see how that kind of works. It does get a little bit on the... So sorry, I'm sleepy. It does get a little bit on the harder side to kind of do things, but it's the last day, so we're going with it. I think that the tissue paper on the wall will help, so we'll kind of try to test it out today, or on the window, I mean. I kind of did it like a Jackson Pollock kind of style with just different shapes and things, and having them all go different ways. It probably looks different outside, so we'll see how that looks. Like I said, I'll have meetings today, so I'm not going to get home till 3 unless I leave at right away at 1. I'm not sure if I can though, because well, maybe I can. I might be able to go and get food and hurry up home and then go to my meeting, but I'm not sure. I didn't charge my laptop, so I'd have to charge it. So it's a whole thing that I gotta do. So sometimes I prefer to kind of stay here, work on those. I just need to get food somehow. I don't want to like leave and then come back, because that'd be frustrating and annoying, and like I don't want to do that. So like I said, we'll just see. I also had a parrot, because like they were talking while I was on the class, and I didn't realize I had all 3 siblings. I have the youngest, the middle, and I have the oldest. The oldest one is in 2 of my classes. I just didn't realize they were all related. It makes sense though. It makes sense that they're all related. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I think today I'll just load off of a banana frosting and vanilla wafer, so we'll see. The day of cookie color theory mixing worked pretty decent. Wasn't too hard. It's pretty easy going, I think. It seems like it is. But yeah, my eye is still really bad. You can kind of see it a little bit when I kind of open my eyes up at the top. I have no idea what I did to my eye, but I injured it in the process. So it's going to take some time for it to heal. And I do not want to wear contacts with that, because it is painful. It's not fun, and I can't see out of it, so that's a thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of go into the bathroom. I have 50 minutes to organize everything. I went ham on those carts back there already, and I kind of want to put what's not in the carts. I can put things in the cart, like the drawing cart. I can kind of create, I still have tons of things that I can maneuver and flip there, so that makes it easier as well as helpful. So I'm gonna kind of go ahead and do that. All right, bye. So I'm clearing up space, so all the supplies that I had for community stuff is off of here. I'm trying to figure out a better way to store the paper. I think I'm gonna pull these out, put that way, bring that in under, but I'm not sure, because when students come back and we can go back to groups, this is gonna be a cafe style kind of, like a cafe bar style table to where they can sit. So I do need to find a better place to stick papers, especially like these. I'm thinking about moving these to where maybe this is, or to where it's underneath here, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to play around with the space, especially since there isn't much over here and much storage, so I'm still trying to kind of play around with it. I'm switching it to make it a little bit easier, because all the student supplies I'm distributing them out evenly for each class, and they're all going to get their own individual things. So they're all going to get their own bags and things like that, so I need to make sure that is there. I do have like my still life here. I could probably move it and then get rid of this, because I don't quite need that. I thought I did, but I don't. So I think I'm just going to move the still life supplies and things into my still life section over there to make my life a little easier. Good morning, everybody. It is like 10:30 and it is Sunday. What I am doing today is I have my laptop and I am going to be doing my art history homework. I think I'm going to split it up because I have to do my art history homework and then I have to do work on 2 paintings. One for my junior artist, we're doing a pyramid landscape, and with the pyramid landscape, what we're going to do is I'm going to have them take a virtual field trip tomorrow and Tuesday. And then I think once the virtual field trip is done, we're going to go to start our sketches for a pyramid landscape, and I'm going to kind of do it tutorial style, step by step, so we'll see how that works. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that unless I do it with my phone, which I don't even know how I'm going to do that because I don't have like a system for that. I think I have to go to Best Buy maybe and grab something. Hopefully that might be a little bit more helpful. Oops. So I'm gonna try to set that up today. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to go to Best Buy and seeing what kind of camera things they have. I want kind of like something that hooks to the end of the desk, so that way I can have my phone there, and then with my phone I can plug it into the laptop over there to keep charged, so that way that it's going to be charged throughout the day, and so I have it. So that works great. I made a smoothie. Honestly, I could have made it into a smoothie bowl because it's really, really thick. And then I also got, last night, I got a coffee and a pumpkin bread. So I'm going to eat the other piece of pumpkin bread today as like my breakfast. And then I'm just gonna kind of get to work. There's a lot to do. So I'm just trying to see what I'm going to do. I might be able to find, but the thing, I don't know if Target will have it, so I don't even know like what I'm going to be able to manage to acquire, so we'll see. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. So I'm trying contacts again today. My eye looks so much better. It doesn't feel, I think I may have this left one inside out on accident, but I don't know because it's like a little blurry. But I also don't know if it's also because it's still not fully healed yet, because when I focus it, I'm not sure. So, but my right eye is doing good. He's chilling. It just feels a little bit on my left eye. So we'll see tomorrow if it's just me or what it is. Anyways, just had my first 2 classes for junior artist. We just did all we did was a virtual field trip. And then on Wednesday, we will be doing a tutorial, which I think will be easier for me to do. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can get the how I can get them to, or how to do the tutorial in a way, because I don't have like a dot camera or anything. I could just use my phone, but I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. I just do not know. So that's kind of just what I am doing, and I am trying to as well organize everything. I got the Better Than Paper yesterday. I'm gonna have to order another roll because I don't have enough for painting. Technically the junior artist one is a little bit on the smaller side compared to my other ones. They're not going to be very equal, but the only thing I'm really going to be using that for is really to display what the students are doing, so like directions and like probably a bigger example of what they're doing maybe. and then putting their work up that week of those things. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm also going to go through some of those books and things. I'm not sure though, so we'll just have to see with that. I do know though that it's a lot darker in here with the tissue paper on the window, but it is a lot cooler in here. I do miss the bright light that would come in, but I do like on the floor the tissue paper creates like a rainbow, which is really nice. So that's a plus. It just is a little bit more darker, and I'm relying on the lights up here, which I know some students may or may not be able to handle. It kind of depends on some of the kids' sensory things, but like I said, we'll just see there. They finally have masks distributed to us, so we have masks, and also they gave us this hand sanitizer, so I'm just putting it here like that for right now. It does not really look that aesthetically pleasing. I could probably just kind of set it there and grab it then, but I'm not being picky because when the kids come in, I am going to put it on their hands for like pump it into their hands for them, so like right at the door, so it's kind of like more like a routine just to get that through and handled, so that way they can come and sit at their desks. I have to redo the seating charts because I have students who dropped out, so if they dropped out, then I just have to redo them all, so it's like a constant change. But I get it. Some of these students that dropped out, one of them I know for sure, she's trying to graduate early, so it was too much for her, which I kind of figured because I haven't seen her for a while, so I was like, oh, she dropped out of the class, and that's kind of what happened. I don't know about a couple of the other students, but I'm going to assume it's just because they didn't have time to do a lot of the work, and so they just dropped out to make sure that they're getting their normal work done. In my drawing class, we are going to be doing a what's this called? They're going to be drawing a room in perspective while following a video, which is really helpful to me because I don't have to have the lessons pre-done right now, which is really helpful because if I had to teach it step by step, like myself, it would have taken way more time, and I don't have the time to kind of like accumulate a lot of these things, so it's really, really helpful. But I'm going to kind of show you the walls and what they look like now. The junior artist one done. I mean, like I said, they're so not proportionate. That one over there is a lot longer, and then my drawing is a little bit shorter, but there's like things around it. There's gonna be things around the Art Through the Ages on the right side, but like posters and things, so I'll have like things up there, but that's kind of what it looks like now. And I need to get another roll for painting. I knew I should have got the bigger roll, but I didn't think about it because I just thought I only had to do 2. I forgot I had to do 3. So that's how it's looking. Also with those carts, I squished them all in the corner because most of my stuff I'm gonna probably get a couple more carts, so that way when we're officially able to use community supplies, I have a few more carts for students to grab supplies and use, so that way I'm not wasting table space, so that way I have tons of table space, and hopefully I get those bookshelves and things in so I can set those up to hold the canvases and stuff, especially the canvases, because the canvases take a lot to work with, so hopefully the canvases can definitely be used. But everything's kind of like in the corner over there. My little mini gray painting cart for the palettes and things is empty because I have most of the palettes out and I ordered everything, so I'm just gonna kind of slowly go over it all. A lot of them are on the tables for students, so I can separate, but I have to go through those again because, like I said, everything changed. A little bit on the harder side when everything changes because put you down. Because I'm trying to, it makes it a little bit harder on me. Not saying like it's a kid's fault, but it definitely is a little bit harder on me trying to maintain everything. Like I have so many classes and having students drop out does not help me trying to do supplies. I could have not gotten some supplies and would be able to order way more of something else, so that way everybody can use it instead of having me split it up. And so those things are kind of a little bit on the frustrating side because it was done right after I sent in an order, so it's like, okay. Just gonna go with it though. My painting class, we're gonna do watercolor, so we'll see how that goes. I just have a picture on my phone. I was supposed to do it over the weekend, but that didn't get to happen because, like I said, I'm so busy that a lot of the times I can't get anything done, and so it's just frustrating. It's just really, really frustrating. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and go, and I'm going to kind of get ready because I have class in a few minutes. Like, I keep making weird faces, but my eye definitely is not used to having anything in it. At least this one just is not reacting well, which is really weird because my right eye is the eye with the stigmatism, like that's really bad. My left eye is usually better, so I don't know what's going on, but we're just gonna go with it. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later, so bye. So as you can tell, I have my Art Through the Ages labeled, and this is what it looks like. I got this wonderful kind of calligraphy. It doesn't really match up on that side, but to me it doesn't really matter because most of it's gonna get covered up anyways with student artwork, so I'm not too concerned with it. I am thinking about doing like a system with like string and bannering it like that with all my work, and have clips and then also thumbtacks because we do use papers and canvas board, and I don't quite want to have it there, but I really like it. I think that they look great. Like, this is the drawing one. I need to get more paper because I just have junior artists in painting, and the other bulletin board, the other bulletin board thing I have is this pretty succulent one, but this is for my painting. Kind of got this like really fun watercolor one, so each board is going to have something different. I think I'm pretty sure I ordered something for drawing, but I do have to check. If not, I can use, where did I put it? I think I can use, I had like the pencils. I have some extra pencils, so I think it might be able to fit over there, but I'll try to make something work. But I think I did order 3. I just don't remember if I did or not, because I still have this one, and then I have another one. Let me see if I can find it. I put it in here, but so I do have pencils. I'm gonna check my Amazon account right now to see what I ordered, to see if I can just put the pencils up. I don't know if I have enough pencils. I don't think so. You know what? We'll see. If I need to, I can do pencil. Oops, the bunny ears are getting in the way. I can do pencil and maybe this one too because it's still colorful. But I can make something work, I think. But I'm pretty sure I ordered something else. But like I said, if not a big deal. I can use those. I have my 2 classes, my junior artist classes. Oops. And we're going to be doing, so it's kind of like my test. We're going to do the Great Pyramids, but today we went on a virtual field trip to the pyramids. So we took a look at obviously the Great Pyramids. We actually did more research on the first ever pyramid. So we did that, which was great. They were all engaged in it and interested and thought it was all really cool, wonderful, in yesterday's classes and today. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to teach them how to paint this. This was super easy. I literally did this in like 25 minutes, and that's not including like the very specific detail in the actual pyramids, which I think we'll just do because I want to add layers on top. So it's a really simple one-day project. They'll get it done in time, and if not, they have time for homework to kind of finish it up, so we're good there. my brother used to go to school here, so I have his yearbook. So I gotta take that home and I gotta put it on my bag before I forget. But yeah, so I just kind of spent some time putting up that border, which didn't take me long at all. It's I got it because I have like a calligraphy thing up at the top, so I thought that would be perfect. I love, love, love these succulent ones. I really wanted kind of something because I have succulents in here and it's kind of like farmhousey, desert, colorful rainbow. It's like a weird mixture. Like, see, it's like bright, soft colors with like cactuses and stuff like that. So, I mean, I have bunting of cactus and llama. So, you know what I mean? I kind of thought that this would be perfect, especially with the wood. I think this would be super, super pretty. And it's watercolor, so I thought it'd be great for the painting board. Like I said, I don't remember if I did get 3. I'm surprised these came really quick. I got them yesterday, technically when I came home last night, I saw them. So we got those, which are really great. I just found out that some of my classes were kind of switched and added or dropped, so I need to bring the list back here. I think only 2 classes, but like I said, I just need to triple check because when we come in, I want to make sure everyone has the supplies that they need. I have to redo the seating chart. So that way I know where everyone's sitting, because I need to have the bags done way ahead of time and when they come in physically, grab and go. So that's the plan. I have to start wait, never mind. So that's kind of the plan. I organized the paints back there. I didn't really get any like crazy fun colors because they can practice and mix their own colors, and I think that that's a little bit more effective because sometimes they get a little bit on the lazy side and they just grab and go and they do all these things. I do have some secondary colors, like I have green and I do have like browns and I have fun like metallic paints, but for the most part I'm trying to, and then my watercolor paints are very specified, so they can, with the watercolors they can grab that, and I have like a thing of tempera paints too, so those can be used instead. So I'm just kind of like organizing. I need to get those books and I need to bring the amount that I need for each class and then separate them Monday to Tuesday for my drawing class, because in my drawing class they each can get one big sketchbook, like 18 by 24, which is the size that I like them to draw in. So that is very helpful for me. I need to also, I think I'm gonna have to see if I can get like some sort of sanitary wipe, so that way they can, when they come in, get some hand sanitizer, take a wipe down their desk and wipe down their boards, so that way that they know for sure that their stations are cleaned. And I would like to make them do it after too, just in case, you know, just constant clean, like you get it before, you do it after, to make it easy on me. I'm also waiting for visors because I bought a set of clear visors so I can see and I can have them talk to me instead of wearing, I don't mind wearing the masks, but when I'm trying to talk and teach, I don't want to get like a mic system to have them hear me, because then that was the alarm. But definitely something like that. So that means that it's time for class to start, so I'm gonna get started right now. Bye. So I added some more to it, so I will show you what I did now. I added these strings, so that way students can hang up their work. This one isn't as spaced out evenly, but I can kind of move it down a little bit more. And then I added pins there because I don't have clothespins, and these canvas boards that they're most likely gonna use a lot, I don't know if they'll hold it onto there very well, so they're just gonna kind of like pin them up but make it look like they're hanging on the string. I don't know, like that's just my go-to. I'm thinking about buying some pins so that way they can hang those up, or maybe get like some type of hook or something. I thought I could use one hook thing that I have here, but those won't work. So I really like how that looks, and it's kind of a little bit more orderly. I did that with the drawing one as well. You can't really quite see the string, but that's okay. I still need to do drawing, and I just saw I did order a different one. It's like crayons with different like geometric patterns, kind of like some of the patterns here, but a little bit lighter. So that's gonna go with my junior artists. And then I need to order just one more roll of that paper for painting. I'm going through, I'm gonna give each student one big sketchbook. They have little ones here and pastel paper as well. So they're gonna have a mixture. And then I got more orders. So I got a whole bunch more sketchbooks. So I should have enough for my middle school at least, I think. Especially because I have a few more over there. And then we also got drawing boards. And then in the box, I ordered these, but I didn't think they were coming in because I thought that was everything. But these water-soluble oil paints, I'm thinking about taking one home and working with them just to see how they work. But this is great because they only need water to clean it. And then, of course, we have the soap cleaner here. But it helps a lot with cleaning because typically with normal oil paint, it does take a little bit of grit to get rid of that. So tomorrow and mostly probably Thursday though, this one's fine, but there's some of these that need to get cleaned out. I prefer when we do calligraphy to have a class set, so that is what I'm going to do. I came in, but I did know I ordered some more watercolor sets, so each student can have a watercolor set. I know for sure that I ordered 2 more tempera cakes, so my junior artists in each class, they'll share these, and I can wipe these down really easily because they're plastic. So the junior artist will share the tempera cakes, and then I might have enough I think I ordered enough for my junior artist and painting class, so we'll see how that works. So hopefully these will be fine to use. These are kind of more fillers, but these are okay to just kind of throw in the bag to just kind of plop it in there so they have stuff to paint with. I still need to get some more brushes together for each class. I don't remember which one I was going to do, probably junior artist, because I have to do so many bundles. I feel like I have enough brushes, so I should work out decently. But like I said, I need to go and clean these out later this week because they're dry on the inside, and these are perfect amounts. I was going to use those little cups these ones, let's see if I can find them. I do typically use these for ink and only use a little bit, but I need more water cups, so these are going to be little water cups for my other classes. So we're just going to stick to these for right now, and these are easily sanitizable as well, so I'm going to stick with those. I have the drawing cart, really nice. So a lot of the community supplies fit in here. For the most part, there's a couple things that I can't fit still extra, but that's how I have it set up for now, which helps bring everything in. The paint utensils, like for the palettes and things, are empty, but that's okay. I accidentally stopped that, but I put the water-soluble paints on top of my oil paint thing. I'm going to take my oil paints back home because the students are going to quite use that, and they don't need it as much. This is a normal acrylic and tempera paint. These are tempera cakes, and the watercolors are at the bottom, so the oil and tempera cakes can share on here. And then my sculpture supplies are on these bags. I think so far the thumbtacks are kind of working, as long as it's not too heavy and they're more lighter, like these tools, which I ordered tools like that for my art history class because we're going to do a lot of carving and things, and some junior artists will, but that's kind of what we have. So I'm kind of like separating everything. This is kind of like paper trays and stuff, which I'm going to slowly accumulate into places here, I think, or at least around here. I'll probably put like a tub or something. I need to get rid of these and tell them to get rid of them. They're very heavy and we don't need them, so I'm trying to like hyper organize. These are gonna go in between my 2 drawing classes, so they'll have big sketch paper. I prefer them to work bigger, so these work a little bit better. They do have like smaller sketchbooks and pastel paper for smaller things, but I'm gonna start working big. And then I still have a little bit extra of this line paper. I gave some to my art history class as well, as long as some of the dowels. We're gonna do some not origami, calligraphy, so we have calligraphy paper here. I also have a couple other calligraphy stuff somewhere accumulated around here. Oh, here it is. So I have this rice paper. Oh, this is just tracing paper, but and then this is sketch paper, but it's used for like calligraphy, so we have like the Chinese brush pens for the calligraphy, as well as just normal calligraphy pens, so these work really lovely with that, and the Indian ink as well. So these are all the calligraphy papers. I still have to find homes for these things because hopefully I get another cart or something. I probably will get another cart, so that way I have 4 carts and we just have enough space to put all the supplies in carts. So that way all these surface supplies that we have, so like papers and canvases and things, can go on the bookshelf when I get the bookshelf. And I ordered this big cart thing for that. I'll give you a little bit of a guide through. This is my door still. The side is just a little bit crinkled, but oops. Let's fix that to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. This was a seascape one that we worked on, but so we have that over there. That's my early finisher area, so they have stuff to do, as well as on this side is like a library and where I'm gonna hold their supplies. Oops, it keeps falling. I really like how this looks, how clean and like fancy, so that looks good. It's a little bit of a mess, especially on top of the desks, but it will get cleaned out once everything is good. The table doesn't look as messy as it used to. But like I said, eventually these are going to be like cafe bar styles. I want to get more bar stools, but when I do get all my normal desks in here, the normal desk will have more of those blue chairs, and then the stool, a lot of the stools will go around those to be like a big group table. And I'm still waiting for bulletin board. Also, I probably did show them, but these are my artist trading card stations for art club. They're just gonna make simple ones. These are mine. Just kind of stuck them in there because I don't need them, but they'll take a blank one and they'll create one, and then they'll stick it in one and take one that they like. So that's kind of the process for that. I have my big color wheel at the top. They can still obviously use it if they need to. They'll have their own though, so the big one's probably more for decoration. And this is going to be like an art inspiration gallery wall. So I have some of my students, that one's mine. Then I'll bring some more fun artwork and put them up over the top somehow. I turned off my jellyfish lights, but they're normally on. And then on the side we have textbooks. These are like library and reference images. Down here is going to be where I'm going to store the supplies, so that each class I just kind of grab and go. But we do have drawing textbooks. I don't think we're really going to use these as much. I'll probably utilize them for portraitry, but I do already have most of them in my rainbow cart, so we'll see. And then our painting technique books, starting next year, we're going to go off of the curriculum I have. And then we do have 2 art and focus books, which is my art history textbook, and I do use this art connections for my middle school with project ideas and some things, but mostly I just kind of make it up. I use this more for like quizzes and stuff, but nothing really too much, and like artist profiles, but nothing too much there. And we use this, but we don't, so it just kind of depends on the time. So I just kind of, if I need something, I'll just take it out and I'll print it instead. But yeah, that's my little library so far. They have a couple of different fun things to take a look at. And then these are just references. These are like how-to painting sheets. I have early finisher prompts. This is my personal art portfolio, so students want to see some of my artwork, they can look at that. More references. This is a blank one so far, but I'll probably use this for reference as well. So that's kind of a little bit of what's going on. With that being said, I'm going to head out in a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna kind of tidy some things up, and I am going to go and get some food. I'm hungry. I want to get home, take out my contacts because my eyes are really tired right now. They're very dry, so it doesn't help. Also, I don't know why I got these, but I got like beginner pencils. I don't think these are mine because I don't remember getting these, but these were in my box, so I don't know. I have no idea. So, oh, that was weird. It just kind of fuzzed. So that's it for the vlog. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all. Well, I'm gonna be vlogging tomorrow probably, but I'll see you all in the next one. I know it's kind of been a little bit. I didn't have enough footage to do a day on Thursday, so I just waited till today and yesterday to do it. I don't know how much I filmed yesterday either, but we'll see. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.